Over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New England Patriots. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything. The ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
Ready, ready. 59. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I get it.
Throwing is Newton. His throw incomplete. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Good stop.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Michelle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Tonight, 180. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Goff on third down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Again, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
I got a kick out of talking last year with Aaron Donald about how when he came out of college, many NFL teams thought he might be undersized to play defensive tackle. Instead, he's been a perennial all-pro, Pro Bowl player since day one, and offenses are still searching for ways to block him and keep him from disrupting their offense.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the 38, Newton. the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now Newton on first down. Here's Sanu on the catch. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Here's White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
188, 51. Hey, check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Newton goes underneath here to White, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Newton now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This is Michel on the counter. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You got him. You got him.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Operating from the gun. Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Ready? 51 to Mike. Watch the run.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here we go. 180. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Matt LaCosse there to make the grab. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the 41, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now the try here for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From just shy of midfield, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
20. Watch my 4. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Ready? Get ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This is White on the screen. White's got a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Goff. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And Woods has it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Dante Hightower on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
180! In your face. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Go tonight. 20. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
To throw is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Coming to you.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this one is right through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On first down, Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gone. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Goff on first down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
54, right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. John Simon in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
180. Turbo set.
From the 36, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 36 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Newton on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Tonight, 120. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the 38, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. On first down, Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And it's Michelle once again, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Caught by Sanu. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ready? Ready? Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Man, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Ready? Ready? Check. No. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
180. Cut.
Now Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Goff now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
We go tonight. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cut his left. What's that? 4 down. Alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A run here with Brown. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Like 20.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Goff on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, 27 yards, as they have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that, and guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
180.
Off play action. Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They stay on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Newton to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Michael Brockers, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, Lott. Come on, Lott. We better than that.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Ready? 180. Switch.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 26 yards. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Like 20. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running out of the gun with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
It took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
Watch the slap.
On 3rd down, Newton, and that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 54, right there. 54 miles.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here we go. 20. 2 times. Hey, we got 3 downs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Cup.
Give me some. Here we go. There we go.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff now looks to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Cam Newton and his offense down by a field goal, 1:11 to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's get it. 59, 59. Check the out, check me out, check me out. Hey, check 24.
Newton to throw. Caught by Sanu. The end result, 21 yards. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He's got him in. Complete. It's Julian Edelman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Abukum in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got Sanu. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. To throw is gone. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and very short. Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Goff now to throw. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
180. What's that?
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
First throw in overtime for Newton. This is White on the screen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a quick throw finding Edelman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.